You know how it goes. One day your plants look amazing, and the next, one's got spots, another's turning yellow, and you're wondering what went wrong. The truth is, even the most popular houseplants can get sick if we're not careful. In this video, we'll go over 9 common houseplants that are most prone to disease, and I'll share some easy tips to keep them healthy and strong. Whether you're a new plant parent or you've been growing for years, this will help you save your plants before trouble starts. Because let's be real, no one wants to wake up to a wilting monstera or a mushy peace lily. Most of these problems sneak up quietly, and by the time you notice, it's almost too late. So, let's catch those early signs, fix what's fixable, and make sure your plants stay happy, green, and disease-free all year round. Polka Dot Begonia. This one's a real showstopper with its silver-spotted leaves and dramatic flair, but man, it can be fussy. It's loved for its air-purifying abilities and that vibrant pop it adds to any room, but here's the catch. It's highly prone to powdery mildew and root rot if the humidity or watering isn't right. Studies show that begonias thrive best around 50 to 60% humidity and well-draining soil, yet most people overwater them thinking they're helping. The trick? Let the top inch of soil dry out before watering and keep air moving around the leaves to prevent fungus. Give it bright, indirect light. Too much sun scorches those pretty dots, too little and the colors fade. With a little balance, this plant goes from high-maintenance diva to a total indoor star that can last for years. A monthly neem oil mist can keep fungal issues at bay, and a little pruning keeps it looking lush and compact. Treat it right, and your polka dot begonia will easily reward you with constant color and healthy new leaves all season long. Monstera Swiss Cheese Plant, the ultimate Instagram darling with its big, holy leaves that scream tropical luxury. But even this beauty has its weak spots. It's prone to fungal leaf spot and root rot, especially if it's sitting in soggy soil or poor drainage. Studies show monsteras grow best in slightly acidic soil with a pH of 5.5 to 7 and around 60% humidity. Overwatering is the top killer. These roots need oxygen as much as moisture. The best trick? Water only when the top 2 inches of soil are dry and wipe the leaves every few weeks to keep dust and bacteria off. Give it bright, filtered light. Direct sunburns, low light slows growth. A little airflow goes a long way in preventing fungus, and an occasional neem oil spray keeps pests in check. When cared for right, your monstera doesn't just grow, it thrives, producing those signature fenestrations that make it a total indoor statement piece. Dragon tree, sleek, sculptural, and tough looking, but don't let that fool you, it can be surprisingly sensitive. Known for its air-purifying powers, NASA ranked it among the top indoor plants for removing toxins like formaldehyde and benzene. The dragon tree still battles common issues like leaf spot disease and soft, droopy stems from overwatering. This plant thrives in well-draining soil and prefers to dry out between waterings. Think of it as a desert lover in disguise. Studies show it grows best in moderate humidity around 40 to 50% and indirect light that keeps those red-edged leaves glowing. Too much water and poor airflow are its biggest enemies, inviting fungal trouble fast. The trick is to keep it slightly on the drier side and wipe the leaves occasionally to prevent dust and disease buildup. A light misting once a week is plenty, anything more, and you risk root rot. With just the right balance, your dragon tree will stay strong, vibrant, and add that modern, minimalist vibe to any corner of your home. Corkscrew Rush, wild, twisty, and full of personality, this plant looks like it's having a perpetual good hair day, but it's secretly one of the trickiest to keep healthy. Native to wet, marshy environments, it actually loves moisture, but that's where people slip up. Too much standing water or poor air circulation can lead to root rot and fungal leaf spots. Studies show that Corkscrew Rush thrives best in consistently damp soil and high humidity above 60%, yet it still needs oxygen-rich conditions to keep its roots happy. The trick? Keep the soil moist, not mucky, and make sure it's planted in a pot with good drainage. It can handle full sun to partial shade, but too much heat dries out its curls fast. A gentle trim every few months helps maintain that sculptural shape while preventing disease spread. With balanced moisture and bright light, your Corkscrew Rush will keep twisting, curling, and bringing a playful, living art vibe to your space all year long. Philodendron, the laid-back superstar of indoor plants, loved for its heart-shaped leaves and easygoing nature, but it's not invincible. Even though it's one of the best plants for cleaning indoor air, NASA says it can remove up to 60% of formaldehyde in 24 hours. It's prone to bacterial blight and root rot if overwatered or left in soggy soil. Philodendrons prefer a mix that's airy and drains fast, something like peat, perlite, and bark, and they thrive in bright, indirect light with humidity levels around 50 to 60%. Overwatering and stagnant air are its worst enemies, often causing black spots and drooping leaves. The secret? Let the top 2 inches of soil dry out, and give it a gentle wipe every few weeks to keep the leaves clean and disease-free. A monthly neem oil treatment helps protect against pests and fungus, while trimming older leaves encourages new, lush growth. With just a bit of attention, this plant grows fast, climbs high, and becomes that perfect green companion that never goes out of style. Alocasia Melo, a true tropical gem with thick, leathery leaves that look almost sculpted, but beneath that tough exterior, it's surprisingly delicate. This plant is loved for its rare, textured foliage and ability to elevate any indoor space, yet it's highly prone to root rot and fungal leaf spots when overwatered. Alocasia Melo thrives in humidity levels around 60 to 70% and prefers slightly moist but well-draining soil. Too much water, and those gorgeous leaves start yellowing fast. Research shows it does best in bright, indirect light, as direct sun can scorch its surface while low light stunts growth. Good airflow is key to preventing fungal problems, especially in warmer months. The trick is to water only when the top inch of soil feels dry and avoid letting water sit on the leaves. A monthly neem oil spray keeps pests like spider mites away, and wiping the leaves helps maintain that velvety sheen. Treat it right, and your Alocasia Melo will reward you with lush, slow-growing beauty that feels like it came straight from a rainforest floor. Prayer Plant Beauty Kim. A real stunner with those vibrant patterned leaves that fold up at night like they're literally praying. It's one of the most eye-catching houseplants around, but also one of the easiest to stress out. This plant loves humidity, ideally above 60%, and well-draining, slightly acidic soil. The problem? It's prone to leaf spot and root rot when water sits on its leaves or the soil stays soggy too long. Studies show prayer plants thrive in indirect light and temperatures between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, but they hate cold drafts or dry air. Overfertilizing can also trigger brown leaf tips, so less is more here. The trick is consistent moisture. Keep the soil lightly damp but never wet, and mist the leaves regularly for that tropical boost. A monthly wipe keeps dust and fungus away, while a little airflow helps prevent mildew. With the right care, Beauty Kim rewards you with healthy, animated leaves that move daily, adding life and rhythm to your home. Pilea, often called the Chinese money plant, it's famous for those perfectly round, coin-like leaves that look straight out of a design magazine. It's compact, cute, and surprisingly hardy, but it does have a few Achilles heels. Pilea is prone to root rot and fungal leaf spots when overwatered, and it hates sitting in soggy soil. Studies show it thrives in bright, indirect light and well-draining soil with a slightly acidic pH around 6.5. Too little light, and those signature leaves start stretching toward the window. Too much, and they crisp at the edges. The secret? Let the top inch of soil dry before watering and rotate the pot weekly for even growth. It prefers moderate humidity, around 50% and steady room temperatures, no sudden chills or heat spikes. A monthly neem oil mist helps ward off gnats and fungus, keeping those glossy green leaves spotless. Give your Pilea the right balance, and it'll keep producing those adorable baby offshoots, perfect for gifting or multiplying your indoor plant family. Tradescantia, vibrant, fast-growing, and always the life of the windowsill, this plant's trailing purple and green leaves make it an instant favorite. But as easy as it looks, it's not immune to trouble. Tradescantia is prone to leaf spot diseases, root rot, and stem rot, especially if the soil stays too wet or humidity drops too low. Studies show it thrives best in bright, indirect light and moderate humidity between 50 to 60%. Too little light, and its striking colors fade. Too much, and those delicate leaves can scorch. The trick is to water only when the top inch of soil feels dry and ensure proper airflow to prevent fungal buildup. Pinching back the tips keeps it full and bushy while stopping disease from spreading. A monthly neem oil spray works wonders against pests like aphids and spider mites. With that little bit of care and attention, your Tradescantia will keep cascading beautifully, bringing bold color and energy to your home year-round. And there you have it, 9 gorgeous houseplants that might look easygoing but secretly need a little extra love to stay healthy. The good news? A bit of attention, the right watering routine, and a dash of airflow can make all the difference between thriving greens and droopy leaves. If you've got any of these plants at home, give them a quick checkup today. they'll thank you later. And hey, if this video helped you keep your plants happy and disease-free, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more plant care tips, and drop a comment below telling me which plant gave you the most trouble. Let's grow together, literally.